Hello, everyone. This is James Roguski. It is October 20th, and the WHO is at it again. I'm having a little bit of a case of deja vu because I just recently learned that they are currently keeping very secret submissions that were presented to them by 14 of the member nations of the World Health Organization. They submitted proposals for amendments to the international health regulations. Now, this is something that I discovered way back in March when the Biden administration was trying to do a very similar thing. And so I'm just here to alert the world, this time a little bit earlier. Here it is October. So October, November, December, January, February, March, 5 months sooner, we're finding out that 14 member nations have submitted amendments to international law. And for the last 20 days, they've been keeping them a secret. And I am doing everything in my power to put in Freedom of Information Act requests and sending emails to the newly formed IHR Review Committee, which has been given a very unusual task of collecting these 14 submissions from various nations around the world and intervening, and rather than allowing the delegates from the member nations to meet as they're scheduled in November, they have formed this review committee, which in my mind is very controversial. And it appears that these appointed technocrats in the review committee are going to be deciding the fate of these amendments. Now, what happened earlier in the year was a very sophisticated decoy was set up, and almost everybody fell for it. All the mainstream media, a lot of the alternative media, everybody got confused. And to paraphrase James Carville from the 1992 Clinton campaign, I believe this is where it all began. It's the amendments, stupid. It's not about the pandemic treaty. The pandemic treaty is now finally a real thing. It is something to be concerned about and pay attention to, but it is also a decoy. The pandemic treaty is functioning as a decoy to take your attention and the media's attention away from what is a very secretive process that's happening right now as we speak. So look down below on this website. Take the time to understand what is going on. Please go also to thepeoplesamendments.com, thepeoplesamendments.com. Help us recapture the language that's been stolen in the way that words are being misused and abused, and help us write our own version of amendments to the international health regulations. Now is a really good time to pay attention. It's a lot easier to nip these things in the bud before they get started. There's a lot of things going on in the world, and if this isn't what you're interested in, that's fine. Live your life and do the things that are important to you. But trying to make this easy for people to understand. Look down below. The WHO is trying to do the same thing that they did earlier in the year. They're trying to get the nations to give them more authority. They want it to be legally binding authority, so they can do more than just make recommendations. They want to be the boss of the world. And one of the ways that they're doing it, and I think it's the most important thing to pay attention to about what they're doing, is they're trying to ram through amendments to the international health regulations. And they don't get to do that without the public being made aware, without public comment, without public input. And we will not stand for the WHO trying to waylay this process and make rules that control our lives without us having something to say about it. So thank you very much, and take care. You can always call me. My number is 310-619-3055. If you're outside of the United States, the country code is +1, and you can reach me via text, phone, Signal, Telegram, WhatsApp. Reach me however you want if this is something that is of interest to you. We are looking for people who want to apply their brain power to writing the People's Amendments and stopping the WHO from hiding this process and taking control of it. We didn't let them get away with it last time, and we are not going to let them get away with it this time. Thank you very much.